Oh, that's the
Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
good evening. How are you doing today?
Yes, I'm doing great, ma'am. How are you?
I'm also doing good. Thank you so much for asking. I believe it's our very first session together. Am I right?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, Tarish, I would like to know a little about you since we are meeting for the first time. Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Sure, ma'am. My name is Neha Sharma. I am from Haryana, Hisar, and by profession, I'm a teacher, and I'm a mother of a kid. I'm a homemaker, and as well as I'm a YouTuber. Also, recently I have started my YouTube channel, and I'm an English learner. Also, this is all about me, ma'am.
Wow, quite a lot of things that you do, Neha. Okay, so I mean, Tarush is not your name. I was calling you by that
Yes.
name. I'm sorry. I was
Yeah,
not aware.
no, no, no. It's not your mistake, ma'am. Actually, I'm using the ID which is named by my son. Tarush
Oh,
is my son's name.
Oh, okay, okay. No worries, no worries. So, Neha, as you told me that you are a teacher by profession, so which subject do you teach?
I teach English, ma'am. English language in school.
Oh, that's really very nice. At which level? Like, is it primary level, higher secondary, senior secondary? Which level?
Ma'am, up to 8th class. These days, I was given classes up to 8th class.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
but like I have been on sabbatical, ma'am, for 2 months. For some reasons, I'm not going to school. I'm on sabbatical, but very soon I will restart my job.
Absolutely, absolutely. We always need to restart. Great. So, what inspired you to be a teacher? Because Neha, whenever I meet a teacher, I would love to know because every teacher has a different journey. That how I became a teacher. So I have my journey. So if you can share your journey with me, what made you a teacher? How it all happened?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, teaching, I like teaching and I like this profession very much. And since my childhood, I have been very fascinated towards this profession. But, ma'am, as per the circumstances, sometimes, situation makes you do something.
Hmm.
So when I was, in 11th class, so I got the chance to opt the subject in which stream I should pursue my, I am going to pursue my, college, my further education. That time I wanted to opt to non-medical. So I wanted to become an engineer that time because I wanted to take non-medical side. But my father told me that, like you can say that there was some circumstances that my father denied this, and he said that apart from non-medical you can take anything. So ma'am, that time it was, in the mind of the people there was a myth that if you take arts, so arts generally is taken by those students who are not good at studies. So
True.
I didn't opt that, stream. So that is why I chose commerce. Though I didn't have any kind of interest in commerce, yet I opted that one, and I pursued my degree. I passed my degree with good marks, also good percentage. But after that, like it was no use of me because after that I was very much interested in teaching.
Mhm.
So after completing my graduation, I started teaching in one of the schools, and when I was asked which subject do you want to teach, then I said English. I wanted to teach English. Yeah, and even I was asked that you have done your graduation in commerce, so why do you want to teach English? So yes, because I was so much interested in this language, so that is why I generally used to say that I want to teach English. Yes, and after getting married, ma'am, my husband wanted me to get job in government sector, especially in banking sector. So I started my preparation for getting job in banking sector. So I devoted my many years to that preparation, but unfortunately, ma'am, I didn't get that dream job. I lagged behind sometimes few points, for sometimes for 1 mark, 0.9 marks. So yes, so even I strived a lot to get that job, and many times I got the chance to face the interview also. It means I have cleared pre-level, mains level, as well as I have reached the interview level also, but I couldn't get that. So
Mhm.
after that, ma'am, because of some circumstances, I had to leave that preparation. And
Mhm.
yes, that time I was not doing anything, and I thought that I should do something. Somewhere or other, I was connected with grammar or English stuff, because if you are an aspirant, so somewhere or other you are connected with English grammar
Language.
very deeply. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah. So when I had, I had left all the things related to preparation, but one thing that was in my mind was English. So I thought I should pursue it. I should do something with English language. So I started enhancing my communication skill by watching YouTube videos. So yeah, and then I did B.Ed. Then I did B.Ed, and you can say that destiny kicked me from this place to that place. I wanted to become an engineer. Then destiny kicked me towards the banking sector, and then destiny kicked me towards the teaching sector. So ultimately, eventually, I'm a teacher.
Yes, very nice. So maybe I can understand it this way. At the end, you were destined to be a teacher, so the vicious cycle ended, and you were back to the place where you started from being a teacher, isn't it?
Yes. Now I am in this profession that I use, like I have been liking for a
Liking.
long time.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So now, when you are finally a teacher and you know that's how you will be for the entire life, a growing teacher, you are happy with your profession, or still there is any guilt that I could have done this, I could have done that.
No, I think now I'm living my life.
Oh,
Actually, yes.
uh-huh.
At that time I was in dilemma when I was asked to opt to one thing, one stream. That time I was in dilemma, and again when I was asked to do banking preparation, that time I was also in dilemma because it was my husband's dream. It was not my dream, right? And right now, whatever I'm doing, it is my choice. So
Hmm.
right now I'm living my life, and I'm enjoying this process a lot.
That's great. Very nice to know that at the end of the day, you are happy, and as you said, you are living your life. Now, Neha,
Yes.
after understanding how you became a teacher, I would like to know, is it really an easy job? Because this is a societal myth that teaching job is pretty simple. You need to go early, then you come back at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh my God, teaching is such a pampered and such an easy job to do. So you are a teacher yourself. You have an experience into this field. Do you think it's easy? Because I think it is not easy. So what would you like
Yes,
to say?
ma'am. Yeah, I do agree, ma'am. It's not a piece of cake. It's really
Yes.
a Herculean task. It is not, cup of tea of everyone to tackle different kind of learners. When you are a teacher, so you are not dealing with a one person or two persons only. You are dealing with different kind of people who have different mindset, and every learner has their own learning style. So you have to understand, you have to analyze the learning style of the each and every student, and you have to serve according to that. So it is not the cup of tea of everyone, ma'am. And apart from teaching, there is something, teaching is nothing just to deliver the lecture. Apart from it, you have to understand your learner. You have to tackle, you have to make your student understand that you can share your problem with me, and I'm ready. I'm all time ready to sort out your problem.
Absolutely.
So yes, ma'am.
I absolutely agree with you. It's all about rapport building and relationship building as well. It's not about me coming, teaching, and going. That's it doesn't work that way. It is much more. There's a psychological factor that's always connected to teaching.
Yes,
Yeah.
and lot of creativity is also involved in this profession, ma'am. Lot of creativity. Yes, sometimes you will feel that in your class, like your class shouldn't be monotonous. There should be interesting thing, and you start thinking about different kind of creative activities through which you can, you can impart the knowledge to the students. Because ultimately, your main motive is just to make them understand in easiest manner. So
Hmm.
yes, ma'am.
Exactly. And to bring about the learning outcomes, because until and unless that is there, our job is not done because we are there to make them learn in the best way possible. Yeah.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, Neha, of course, you will also agree with me. 10 years back, the influence of technology was not that much in the education sector, but now the sphere is absolutely different and turned around 360 degrees, and there is a huge influence of tech. in education sector. So what do you think? This influence of tech in education is good, or do you think that no, it has ruined the very essence of teaching? What do you think, and what's your perspective about it?
Yes, ma'am. Everything has two faces, positive and negative.
Yeah.
So if I talk about positive aspects, so there is a huge revolution in education industry after coming technology. So there is a huge revolution in education industry because, ma'am, earlier when there was no means of sorting out the problems through technology, then
Hmm.
we used to be dependent on books only.
Correct.
So that time, ma'am, it became very Herculean task for sorting out the problem. Or
Hmm.
ma'am, I have seen few teachers also deliberately don't want to make the teachers make the students understand clearly. They hide something. I don't know why, but they hide some secrets.
Okay.
So yes, I have seen few teachers, ma'am. They don't want to reveal the secret of this particular concept or something else. So now, because of this technology, it has become easiest for the students that they can explore lots of things by themselves. There is no need to be dependent on the teacher or any book. But having said that, I don't want to say that technology can replace teachers. I don't want to say, but yes, somewhere or other it becomes easiest for the students to explore the things and learn the things in a very deep manner.
Mm. I totally agree with you. And I was actually coming on to the thing that you've already mentioned. Can AI replace teachers? Because the scientists and the engineers, they are claiming that our robots are high tech and they can replace everybody, and so the teachers. Now, what do you think, Neha? Is it possible?
No, no, ma'am. Robots cannot replace teachers because robots are not human beings. They do not have emotions. They do not understand the feelings of the students. They do not understand what they are thinking and what kind of disposition I should give them.
Mhm.
Disposition. Yes,
Mhm.
what kind of disposition I should give to the particular student. So, but because we are human being, we can understand the feelings of the student. So
Hmm.
we can tackle a different kind of problem in different manner.
Hmm.
So yes, I do agree that robots cannot replace teachers.
Teachers. Okay, so maybe they can act as assisting tools for us. They can assist teachers, they can assist students, but
Yes.
replacement as of now, you don't think that it's possible. Yes?
Yes, exactly, ma'am. Exactly.
Very nice. Neha, in fact, you will also agree with me that this teaching industry is dominated by women. There are only two industries which I believe are dominated by women. First is the nursing staff, and another one is teaching industry. And that's why we call these jobs as pink collar jobs. If you are aware, these are called as pink collar jobs. Now,
Yes.
what do you think? Should we be proud that this is the industry that we dominate, or should we be sad about it that we dominate? Because sometimes they are considered to be easy jobs. So now you are happy to be a part of this pink collar industry, or you think that no, it's no reason of pride?
No, I think it is not the topic of, or this is not the thing of having any kind of regret. I think we should feel proud because we are like women's are said to be have a soft corner and emotions. So that is why it is said that for even teaching sector and for nursing sector, women's are good, women's are excellent. So yes, we should feel proud, ma'am. We shouldn't have any kind of regret. We should feel proud
Wow,
because
Neha.
we are able to manage such kind of things. We are able to manage pressure of the students, and we are managed to pressure tackle different kind of students with their emotions. We know how to tackle with the students. So yes, ma'am, we should feel proud.
Very nice. Neha, you are one of those very few people who feel proud because the moment I put this question, no, they always feel, yes, ma'am, it's not good. We should dominate this field. We should dominate that field. But you seem to be very positive about teaching profession. Now,
Yes, ma'am.
since you have already done your bachelor's in education, and I know one very famous sentence that has been used there, teaching is not a profession, it's a passion. Does it
Yes.
hold true in today's time? Or you think that no, money mindedness has come in teachers, and with time, the psyche of teachers has also undergone a change? What would you like to share?
uh, like it is a very difficult question, ma'am, because it is subjective. It depends on the person to person.
Correct.
Some person take it as a profession just for earning money. They
Hmm.
just want to go to college and classes just to deliver the lecture and just to get money at the end of the month. But some people take it very seriously, and because they have considered it as a passion. So yes, it is subjective question, ma'am. It depends on person to person.
Okay, so understood your point. So you are not in a situation to say whether it is completely a passion or completely a profession. Maybe we can consider that most of the times, 80% of the times, it's a blend of the two. Correct?
Yeah, blend of the two. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
because ma'am, we can, there could be any teacher who is just doing this profession as for earning money only. So still he is so passionate. Still he is so passionate, or he or she is so passionate to deliver the lecture or to make them the students understand. Just to think that if I make them understand properly, then I will get more and more students, and I will get more and more money. So it is not it is not what should I say, it is not bad for anyone, not for the students and not for the teacher.
Mhm.
Yes, but if I talk about that teacher who is passionate, so it is also good, ma'am. So it is a subjective, it is a blend of
Yeah,
two.
and in fact, in both the situations that you mentioned, that even if the teacher is teaching well to get more students and to become a brand, or maybe there is another teacher who is generically passionate about the profession, in both the situation, it's a win-win situation for students, isn't it?
Yes,
They are learning
yes,
at the end of the day.
yeah, yes,
Okay,
yes,
very well
eventually
said. Yeah,
it is
please
good
proceed.
for students.
It is good for students. Now, Neha, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but I closely follow this industry because I'm also a part of this. So there is a concept of online schools that are coming, like completely online schools. Of course, there are
Okay.
outdoor activities and all these things. There are many such schools. I would not like to name any. You can check it
Hmm.
out. So, do you think that online schools is the future for the generation? Do you think that way, or do you think that no, it will take time, or whatever you think about it?
Ma'am, I think school doesn't mean that just to provide you lectures, just to
Hmm.
provide you, academic
Hmm.
knowledge.
Hmm.
School is the place where you will find co-curricular activities also. School is a place that teaches you how to become social, how to become social with the people. Because when you go to school, so you will find different kind of people, different kind of students, from different religion, from different caste. So
Yeah.
you start having friendship with them, you talk to them, you share your tiffin, you share your thoughts to them. So, ma'am, it is different thing, right? And apart from it, there are lots of activities are involved in school that are make them do so that they can boost their confidence. For example, different kind of competitions. So all these things cannot be replaced. All these things are not possible in online teaching, ma'am. So yes,
Okay.
I would say that completely online teaching is not good,
Okay. So
because
you.
students should go outside.
Uh-huh.
Students should go outside, they should go to the physical classes, they should interact with the teacher, they should interact with the different kind of students also, they should participate in different kind of activities also. And it is holistic approach, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
think all the terms of B.Ed are coming. Holistic development. Very nicely said. Yes, so you believe that the culture and the sort of ambience that a student is able to experience in a physical school, that particular experience cannot be replicated in the online schools as of now. But there is always an area, a region of a horizon for improvement. Correct?
Yes, ma'am. If I talk about my primary level, so even at primary level, students, we are make them go to the nature. Even they are in school, so we make them go out of the classroom and touch the floor, touch the rough surface, touch the soft surface. And if we want to make them understand, okay, these are the transport means. So we go outside and visualize this thing. Oh, beta, this is the bus, this is the jeep, and this is the color. So we make them understand colors and different kind of things, we make them introduce nature to them. Yes, ma'am. And if I talk about at seventh class, eighth class, or up to 10th class, so still there are many different kind of practical activities in laboratory, and there are different kind of competitions. And if I talk about, ma'am, college level, so still there is a a certain period of time in which you have to go to field area, in which you have to write your notes, you have to prepare your report. So all these things are possible only when you go outside, when you do it practically. So how
Hmm.
can all these things be possible in online classes, ma'am?
Absolutely, absolutely. I do agree with all these things. However, these online schools are working very hard in the sort of experience that you are trying to say, connecting with the nature, writing the reports, interacting with people. They are making scopes for this. So maybe today you and me, both of us talking, and we are agreeing that it might not be possible or it is not a feasible idea, undigestible idea. But maybe in the future, after 10 years or after 15 years, both of us have a different mindset possibility. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes.
Okay, very nice. So, Neha, whenever we work in any industry, we know that there are always certain loopholes. There are certain
Mm.
things that needs to be corrected. So, do you think that in the current education system, I'm talking from the perspective of school level, since you have experience of that, do you think certain things need to be fixed at the school level education in our country? Any two, three points that you would like to talk about?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. First of all, I would like to tell about English, ma'am, because we have been learning this language for a long time since our childhood, and I think we have been learning this language. If I talk about school level, so
Hmm,
we learn this language for 10 to 11 years or 10 to 12 years. Still,
hmm,
we struggle with this language. We after that, after passing our school and even after passing our college, when we come across those kind of situation in which we need English language, where we have to go to any where we have to go to face any interview, then we feel that, oh my god, I do not know how to speak in English. Then we go again to any institute, then we pay money, right, ma'am. So it is very bad, it is very heart wrenching thing, ma'am. So yes,
Understood. Yes, exactly.
yes.
I totally agree and I relate to that as well. But in my school, like if I share my experience, they were very proactive. They want every children, every single student to speak in English. Otherwise, there were students who never used to speak because they were not sure about English. And that
Mm.
is the best way to prompt the students to use the language rather than learning it as a subject. That's very important,
Yes,
isn't it?
yes, yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Any other thing, Neha, that you would like to add towards the end? Any last point related to improvement in the school education? Anything from your side?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Uh, if I were given a chance to improve something in education system, so I would like to change theoretical, lot of theory.
Wow.
Like
Mhm.
they make our education system makes students write a lot, fill their notebooks and cramming a lot of stuff. So I think all these things should be transferred to
Mhm.
practical things, so that they
Yes.
can actually use and implement their knowledge
Mhm.
in their practical life, so they do not have to face any kind of problem in
Exactly.
facing interview or in doing work in their practical life after completing their schooling and graduation or post graduation. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely correct. As in every job description, they say real life experience, on job experience. So I think this, if we are going to replace theoretical knowledge with the practical exposure and experience, that's going to make a lot of change in their mindset altogether, isn't it?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, Neha, it was a great conversation. First, I would like to know from you, how did you like the session? Did you enjoy talking to me?
Yes, sure, ma'am. I liked a lot, and I was when I was about to start this conversation with you, so I was like I was full of beans. I was so exuberant for having a conversation with you, ma'am, because I
That's
watched few videos of you on YouTube. So I made my mind that definitely I would take session with Radhika, ma'am.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. A teacher appreciating another, that means a lot. Thank you so much, Neha. Neha, overall, of course, you know that you are a fluent speaker, undoubtedly. At one or two places, maybe where I found there was a pronunciation thing that I would like to share with you. But overall, very impressive. But just one thing, at certain point of times, I felt that when you were done delivering your thought or your idea, there wasn't a proper closure. Like all of a sudden, like you were like, I mean, you just ended without giving a proper ending. So please make
Okay.
sure that you are giving a proper ending, either by saying, that's all from my end. I'm not saying that
Okay.
every time you have to use this phrase, but there are certain points where we do not get the right expression or the right sentence. So all of a sudden, instead of stopping, you should say, or you should give a finishing touch. That's all from my side. That's what I can add. What about you? Something like this, so the person who's listening to you or the audience doesn't feel a disconnect. Otherwise, there were 2 3 instances where I felt disconnect because I was expecting a point will come, but then I realized, oh, that was all she wanted to share. So make sure that there is a polished end in every situation. And in case you are not able to get the thought or expression at the right time, you are giving it a polished end with any of the phrases like, that's all from my end, that's all I can add, anything that you would like to share or add on, anything like this. Okay.
Okay. Okay,
Now,
ma'am.
you said technology. The pronunciation is not technology. You don't have to stress on no. It's technology. Technology. Okay.
Technology.
Perfect.
Technology.
No, no, you don't have to stress on no. It's technology. You are saying technology. It's
Okay.
technology. Okay.
Technology.
Perfect.
Okay.
Absolutely. Then you said I was in a dilemma. I was in a dilemma. The correct pronunciation is not dilemma. It's dilemma. I was in a
With dialogue.
dilemma. Hmm? Or you can say I was in two minds. You can say like that also.
I was in two lines.
Two minds. Two minds. That what should
Okay,
I
I was
do?
in two lines.
Correct. Or
Okay.
if you are in a state of confusion, you can say I was sitting on the fence. That what should I choose? I was sitting on
Yeah,
the fence.
yes, ma'am. I
Okay.
was sitting on the fence, and I
Yes.
could I could have spoken, ma'am. I was in quandary.
Yeah, you can say like that. Absolutely. Maybe, but make sure that the person whom you are talking to, that person is able to understand. Because,
Okay, ma'am.
Neha, what I believe, we do not speak for ourselves, we speak for our listeners. So it's very important that you are able to judge that if that person is comfortable or not, because at the end of the day, the purpose of communication is to make people understand. Yeah.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
After that, you said manage pressure. Nothing wrong about it, but the better way can be handle pressure. We don't manage pressure, we handle pressure. There's a
Handle
lot of
pressure.
difference between two. Okay.
Okay.
After that, you said there are certain teachers who take it very seriously. There is no problem, but sometimes this word seriously, it gives a very negative sense. So instead of using the word seriously, better use the word they take it more sincerely. That's very
Okay.
positive in it. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
seriously is not wrong, but sincerely is more positive and it creates that positivity around. Okay.
Yeah.
After that, you said that kids learn to learn social with people. So you should have said that they socialize. Simple. That at school
Okay.
kids learn to socialize. Simple. Okay.
Okay.
After that, you said if
Would you
this
please repeat
theoretical,
this? Would you please repeat this one, ma'am? They
uh,
socialize.
they they socialize at school. Simple.
They
They
okay. They
socialize.
socialize
Yeah.
at school.
Perfect. Then you don't have to mention people, society, and all those things. No, socializing is a process in which we are connecting with the people of society. So you can simply say that at school they socialize.
Yeah,
Simple.
I got
Okay.
it, ma'am.
Huh?
Yeah.
After that, the last thing, Neha, that you said, if the theoretical is transferred to a practical thing, we are not transferring, we are replacing.
Okay.
Transferring and replacing are two different things. Transferring means that we are completely transferring to something, but replacing means that instead of having something, we are bringing something else. They are two different
Okay.
things. Okay?
Yeah, transfer means as it is we are shifting something to other place from one
Correct.
place to other place. But
Yeah,
we didn't have any kind of modification in that.
correct.
But
Exactly. Absolutely.
replacing means we completely eradicating the one thing and we putting something else new.
Yeah. Yeah. For example, there is an IS officer, he's getting transferred. So his stature
Yeah.
is not changing, he's just moving to a different place. But for example,
Yes.
he's into any corruption or anything, then he's replaced by somebody else. So in that particular organization, a new thing or a new person has come altogether. So we are going
Yes.
to replace, we are not going to transfer. Okay.
Yeah.
Few things,
Yes, ma'am.
but these small things make a lot of difference how beautifully you are able to express yourselves. Okay. So Poonam,
Yes.
Neha, I thoroughly enjoyed talking to you and hope the same. Wish you luck. You are a brilliant teacher, you are passionate about it. That's what I can say. Just continue your
Thank you.
journey.
Thank you
Thank you,
so
Neha.
much, ma'am.
Have a great time. Good evening. Bye bye.
Bye, ma'am.